There's things you can't begin to artificially create. There's nothing that's as exciting to me as the real texture of it, the real people on the street. Audiences sense the kind of truth-telling style of the environment that the action is happening in. One of my ambitions with a picture like this to really go exploring into some of these areas. So if you want to go off someplace, it's got to be, now this group is going to go off. We have to tell Chris, he's got to assign some people with you, and that's the only way it goes. We don't just wander around.
One of the exciting things about working with Michael, he chooses real locations all the time. You're dealing with an environment that can often surprise you. Whether it's the light, whether it's a dramatic moment with the sky, or some interior or some sort of background action that would not have happened in a controlled backlot situation.
He's a famous dancer, right?
Michael Mann, that's his thing. Finding places that, you know, that aren't even on the map.
Our low angle, that's pretty good. I don't want to get boned by our crew.
Michael's all about making the experience and the environment, you know, as real as he possibly can, you know? He's all about why fake it when you can do it for real.
What I want you to do is stay here and shoot the ship because it's got the kind of saturated chroma right now in this light that we're looking to get. Just some variations in exposure. Because what we're looking for is maximum chromatic saturation.
Go to these places like Ciudad del Este, it's incredibly stimulating, it's incredibly exciting.
Tri-border area where Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina meet. It's such a unique part of the world. People who are from the Middle East, Lebanese and Syrians, a lot of ethnic Chinese. The president of the country speaks Guarani, which is the indigenous language. And everybody speaks 2 and 3 languages. And so it's a really up-to-the-moment kind of place with this crazy kind of laissez-faire commerce that's going on, selling anything and everything.
Ciudad del Este exists basically on the gray market world and counterfeiting of goods. If you want something cheap, you can attain the latest movie that has just been released in the United States, the newest watch that Rolex has put on the market, and anything else you want.
I bought Collateral for $2. It was a DVD.
Everything's packed in styrofoam, whether it's a new camera, a television, a stereo, computer.
And at night, like at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it's like everything's thrown out the window. And you get this pile along the street of styrofoam, at least 6 feet tall.
It's Jose.
Jose, what is it?
In general, in locations, what you want to do is get the local people out. You want to put in your own extras and you want to shoot. What Michael wants to do is actually shoot our person on a motorcycle going through live traffic.
That is tough on the filmmaking process because you don't have the control, you don't have the resources when you're out on a location.
All right, guys, here we go. Up.
You've got to be pretty determined to get a crew to these places. Clearly, Michael is determined to do that.
I mean, he finds places where I'm just like, Jesus, where the fuck did you find this place, you know? Because it's not in any book you can't Google, you know, some of the neighborhoods we've been in.
We shot a lot of stuff in the Dominican Republic, and in some areas it took a lot of social engineering to be able to bring a film company in and shoot responsibly and shoot safely. There are people who are struggling to get by every day. And so when you go into an area like that, you have to move in with the people. You have to understand their structures. So if one group controls a certain area, you have to be working with that group. And you don't just mindlessly kind of import people from another neighborhood into this neighborhood.
How you doing?
Oh, how you doing, Michael?
I had an idea. I saw a guy standing here. Just have his foot up like this, so that's what you're doing. They're walking the street, you'll be kind of on the sidewalk.
Okay.
I need to shoot right now. You better fucking nail this. Here we go, ready? And action. Let's go. You ready to get some tighter stuff?
Why do I get the feeling everybody knows we're here 15 blocks out?
Because everybody knows we're here 15 blocks out.
You're in the environment and you react accordingly and you're very aware and you're very conscious of everything that's happening around you, in front of you, behind you, left, right, you know.
Miami is kind of a globalized city. There's a huge Haitian population, and then there's just a lot of people with a lot of money from Brazil, from Venezuela, from Colombia.
I met a cab driver, a Haitian cab driver, about 3 weeks ago, who sort of introduced me to the whole world of Little Haiti.
We here, we in the hood, all access granted in the hood. We're gonna take y'all through step by step, you know? This is a Mummy with the restaurant in it. This is exclusive. So this is like a 5-star restaurant. Check out the fish. We love fish.
From the food, the music, the cultural stuff, the religious aspects of it.
That's the generation about the Haitian. So whatever voodoo you have to make, you have to call them first.
Miami has so evolved. It's much more muscular. It seems to have elevated itself up into the most sensual part of Miami, which is up into the air. The storm systems, the clouds, the dramatic weather. You're kind of at one with nature in a very, almost tactile way.
It's a place where there are probably about 25 condominiums being built at any one time and presented in the sort of these glass tower sort of imagery with, you know, water views and blue sky, and reach up high enough, you'll eventually see the water, but you end up so far from the ground that you just lose touch.
He obviously goes to these sort of, you know, really swank, fantastic places, and the girls are still beautiful and the cars are still fast, but he doesn't pull any punches when it comes to the underbelly of Miami.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Miami has that allure. Very, very attractive and very engaging and very alluring and very sensual and also very dangerous. And things that you can't see are right around the corner.
Thank you so much. And for our next movie, we're gonna go to even more exotic places. This movie is Rap. Miami Vice is Rap.